US and Israel bomb Iran's nuclear sites, the truth behind Operation Midnight Hammer, and what comes next. In a shocking escalation that has sent shockwaves across the world, the Trump administration has launched a massive airstrike on Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities just 10 days after Israel's attacks shook the region. This dramatic military action, dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer, targeted Iran's most secretive nuclear sites, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, with over 100 warplanes, including stealth B-2 bombers and submarine-launched missiles. But what really happened during these strikes? How has Iran responded? And what could this mean for the Middle East and the world? Let's break down the facts, the fallout, and the future in this detailed analysis. What happened? The strikes that shook the Middle East. In the dead of night, B-2 bombers flew from Missouri, completing a grueling 40-hour round trip to deliver 14 bunker-buster bombs designed to penetrate deep mountain facilities. The Fordo site, hidden beneath tons of rock, was a key target. Simultaneously, missiles from a U.S. submarine slammed into the Isfahan nuclear facility with satellite images showing craters and plumes of concrete dust. President Trump took to television, declaring the mission a spectacular military success, claiming that Iran's nuclear program had been obliterated. He insisted the U.S. was at war with Iran's nuclear ambitions, not the nation itself. Vice President J.D. Vance echoed that sentiment, while Secretary of State Marco Rubio called for a return to negotiations. Iran's defiance, denials, and warnings of retaliation. Iran's foreign minister swiftly denied major damage, accusing Washington of breaking international law and promising a response. The supreme leader faces a pivotal choice: swallow pride and seek diplomacy, or retaliate and risk devastating escalation. Iran's immediate response? A new barrage of ballistic missiles targeting Tel Aviv and Haifa, injuring over 80 people. Yet, Israel stands firm, vowing to continue operations until its objectives are met. As one Tel Aviv resident put it, "They want us destroyed. We're not going to let it happen." The global reaction, a world on edge. World leaders from Britain, France, and Germany scrambled to call for de-escalation. Russia and China, Iran's allies, condemned the strikes as illegal, but stopped short of offering military support. The UN Security Council convened an emergency session, warning of a spiral of retaliation and destruction. The fear? Iran could close the Strait of Hormuz, choking off 20% of the world's oil supply, triggering a global economic crisis. As markets braced for turmoil, all eyes turned to Tehran's next move. Operation Midnight Hammer, success or start of war. While Trump's administration portrays the strikes as a decisive blow to Iran's nuclear capabilities, analysts warn the truth is murkier. Yes, facilities were hit hard, but Iran may have relocated critical materials before the attacks. The question remains, can Iran rebuild faster than the US can destroy? What's clear is that this bold action has placed the region and the world on the brink. As B-2 bombers returned home, commanders faced an uneasy reality. They may have finished their mission, but started a war. What could happen next? The road ahead. Scenarios to watch. Iran retaliates. Missile strikes on US bases in Iraq, Bahrain, or Qatar. Economic warfare. Attempt to block oil shipping routes. Diplomacy revived. US and Europe push for new talks, if Iran is willing. Iran's leadership must now weigh national pride against survival. The world waits, holding its breath. Why this matters? The stakes for all of us. This is not just a Middle East story. The oil markets, global security, and economic stability hang in the balance. Every decision made in Washington, Tehran, and Jerusalem could spark ripples that affect fuel prices, stock markets, and peace efforts far beyond the region. Final thoughts: a dangerous crossroads. The strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities mark a historic moment, one that could either force a return to diplomacy or ignite a full-scale war. The coming days will reveal whether Operation Midnight Hammer was a masterstroke of deterrence or the match that lit the fuse of a broader conflict. Stay tuned to our channel for breaking updates, satellite image analysis, and expert insights on this unfolding crisis. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers.